welcome back to the Adult Algorithm Podcast, the How to Adult Podcast. And I'm your host, Jasmine Johnson. Thank you so much for coming to watch our episode today. And as always, I would like to talk about today's shirt. However, I specifically don't have a specific shirt, but it is October. Like I talked about in last week's episode, we are helping my best friend Leah out sell one of her shirts that she made in honor of her mom who passed away, who had breast cancer. So it is October. I have to represent pink. I can't wait for Leah's shirt to come in. And again, I'm going to talk about it in the episode again, and where you can find the link, as always, in our social media bios. And yes, so it'd be awesome. Right now, she is more than halfway to her goal, and her goal is 50 shirts. I think we can sell more than that. So let's get into the episode. I don't know why it looks so weird. It's because of rap, but alright, let's go. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Adult Algorithm. Algorithm? Oh my god. If I could pronounce my own show's name, welcome back to the Adult Algorithm, the How to Adult Podcast. And I'm your host, Jasmine Johnson. Already off to a great start. I love to see it. Happy October again. Oh my god, I can't believe this month and that last week flew by faster than any other week during the school year so far. I'm now in my second busiest week of the entire semester. With recruitment, I have probably one of the most important accounting exams that I'll have this semester this week. I'm just go. So I'm really excited about today's episode, but before we talk a little bit about it, I just have some usual announcements that need to be said. Also, I know my makeup looks really bad in this specific lighting, but I swear it looks better in the mirror. The camera's not doing it justice, I swear. Like last week, like I said, one of my really close friends, Leah, had recently created a shirt in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as well as in honor of her mom who passed away this past summer. It is such a beautiful shirt, such a beautiful design. Leah designed it all herself, and all of the donations and all the money is going to go to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Absolutely amazing cause. Would 10 out of 10 recommend, because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Wear your pink, donate your monies, and we want to sell more than 50 shirts. We are over the halfway point, which is absolutely amazing. So if you are on our YouTube, I would really like to insert a picture here. And if you're on our podcast, the link will be under the link tree, and it will bring you right to the Custom Ink website, so you can take a look and hopefully buy one and donate. Also, there is exactly 1 week until our AA team applications are closed. And I know I explained it a little bit in the last episode, but I wanted to explain it a little further. So AA stands for Adult Algorithm. That's why I named it the AA team. It's a production team that is going to help our podcast not only run smoother, but it's going to be more fun for the listeners and the watchers. I am so excited for this. The applications have already come in, a bunch of my friends, of the people I've met during college, high school. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to get started on it, but there is exactly 7 more days left. So don't miss out on this opportunity. We are really excited to get started, and I really want you all to be a part of this experience. So again, if you'd like to apply, it's under the link tree, and it's under, I believe it says be part of our team. So please click that, and it's a Google form. Fill it out as best as possible, and I'm so excited. So basically, I will be announcing the team in not next Monday's episode, but the Monday after, so episode 7. So get ready. And surprise, our link tree is just growing and growing. I will also be adding a Google form to our link tree for you to send in questions or topics you'd like to hear on our show. I know, so many links to follow along with, but I think it is very helpful that we have all of them. All the Google forms are in there for not only the AA team, but now there will also be a Google form for the questions and topics. So if you are interested in hearing something on our show, or you want to ask a question that you want to be put in, absolutely go for it, fill it out, and hopefully it will be aired. And if you are new to this podcast, welcome. I'm really excited for you to be here. We are a podcast all about how to adult, basically teaching all the life skills that our schools failed to teach us at basic adult skills. So it's very important to me to spread my advice, but not only mine, but also people that I've seen, grow up kind of fast, or have given me really great advice along this way. So I'm really excited for you all to be here. And if you are coming back, thank you again for supporting us, and give us a rating on anywhere that you're listening to our podcast on any platform. It would be great. I love the feedback, positive, negative. It all helps at the end of the day. And if this intro wasn't long enough for you, well, here I am to make it a little bit longer. Today's episode, we are on to episode 5. Wow, 5 episodes already, absolutely nuts. Today, I will be not inviting only one guest, but I will also be having 2, and I'm so excited. They are 2 of my bestest friends on this whole planet. I've known them since middle school. We all grew up very fast together. We all got jobs while also juggling activities in high school that we all kind of did together, and we've definitely grown so much since we've all met each other. Obviously, that's what people do throughout high school. You grow, and we all have gone to the same university for the past 2 years. This is our 3rd. So it's really exciting to have them on because, today's topic, drumroll please, is all about stress and how to, kind of organize your life if you are involved in work, school, and you want a social life. It's all about being able to balance it. I mean, the last episode, it kind of goes along with it as well. It goes along with time management. So it's very important. The topics they talk about are awesome. And we've all have kind of juggled these things at the same time. And like I said, we had to grow up very fast together. So I'm so excited for you to hear what they have to say, their advice to you all, college students and incoming freshmen. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting episode. We also have a really fun segment at the end. I mean, straight chaos as usual. But I'm excited for you all to hear it, and let's get right into the episode.
Hi.
Hey, bitch.
Are you ready?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sure.
I'm so excited to have you on. You guys, these are my 2 besties since forevers.
Yes.
I'm calling since 7th and EM Barrio since, 8th/9th?
Yeah.
Yeah, accurate. Oh, so for the listeners, they're both named Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So one is M. Karn, and the other one is EM Barrio.
Yes, I'm M. Karn. Hi. I'm EM.
Yes. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Sure. Okay. My name is Emily. Right now, I am a junior at URI studying criminal justice and psychology. Yeah.
Love to see it. M. Karn.
And I'm Emily again. I'm a 3rd year at URI, and I'm an elementary ed and psychology major. And right now I'm brunette.
Very important. Very important things. Yay. Thank you again for coming on. This means a lot to me. Today we will be talking about stress and how to manage your time balancing school, work, and social life. So last week, our episode was all about time management. So that was a fun time, even though I'm literally the worst at time management. But I'm really excited to talk to you guys about stress in school and balancing all that stuff because we've been doing it forever, literally since high school. So
not well, but yeah.
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 Definitely. But do you think we've grown since then?
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. It's different. It's different.
It's so different.
Like environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
From last year. Every year is different. Yeah.
Because we're growing into adults.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. Okay, so can you tell everyone what is the average work week or just school week look for you guys?
Okay, so for me, so it's all different because of COVID. Like for right now, I have like half online, half in person, and I can choose if I go or not. But for the most part, like you're teaching yourself. That's just how it is this year. Mm-hmm. So, every day is school, pretty much all day. There's always something due. And I work throughout the week as well. So, you do majority of school one day, go to work. You just really have to prioritize. So, yeah, that's pretty much just what it is for me. For me, it's just, well, I do work most half of the day, and then I kind of just try to relax by the second half of the day so I don't overwhelm myself.
That's a new thing that I'm trying to get over, just not overwhelming. So I take what I can at a time, and then knowing that I have an extra day if I need to do it is really helpful. I used to work, and that would be a big thing to shove in there, but now I quit.
So that's important, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, and I know for me it's basically like the same. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I have school, and then every other day I try and work. But if I don't, then it's something else. Yeah. What does stress mean to you guys?
I think that I stress about things that I feel like are important. So like when I know that I have to get something done, I like stress about it because I know it's important to me and it's important to like my success or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, I relate to that one, but stress is more to me that having a like amount of things due or you have to get done in a certain period of time and periodical time, sorry, in a period of time, and you don't think you'll be able to manage it all. Yeah, that's kind of what stress is to me.
Yeah.
Or dealing with multiple things at once and you can't multitask well enough.
I mean, it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say as well. It's like stress is a very broad definition. It depends on where you are in your lifetime in general, but like it definitely is different depending on what you have to balance. When did you learn to balance school, work, and social life?
You want me to go?
Sure.
Okay. So for me, it's more of a tier type of thing. I was explaining this to Emily last night. So my tier is mental health, school, work, and social life is like in between. It doesn't really have a place. But if your mental health isn't good, then you can't have other things besides school. That's where I am at right now. Personally, my mental health isn't the best, so that's why I had to leave my job for a little bit so I can work on that, because I know school is a priority and it's not mandatory, but it's something that I have to complete for my degree.
Yeah.
So I'm working on my mental health to stay in school, and if that gets better, I can go back to work. And then having a great support system is great to include, like for the social. It's great to like build up on that.
Yeah, for sure. I think mental health for everyone should always be the most important thing. But with balancing work and school, that's what the question was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it really is different for everyone. I think everyone kind of works a different way. I think just creating a schedule that works for you. You know, some people are okay with being more fast-paced, like you, Jasmine, for example, versus me, where I need a very structured schedule. So for me,
I can't handle anything.
So for me, like I request the same exact work schedule every single week, so I know exactly when I'm going to be working. And you know, for the summer, it's like whatever, because that's the only thing I'm doing. But during school, it's like I have to have that, so I know what to expect, and then I just structure my schoolwork around that. So I know what days to do what days I'll be at work, and what days I need to prioritize to get done first. So I always put school before work, and obviously mental health first. But I feel like you just have to really have to find what works for you.
I was going to ask, what do you do to balance school and work? And that makes a lot of sense that you like actually like request the same exact schedule every week.
Yeah, because if I was to wonder when I'm going to work every week, I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Especially with school. Yeah. Like I just wouldn't know what was going to happen. And like, I'm just someone that has to be very, very, very structured every single week. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
So it really does help a lot. And I definitely suggest that to people that are working that are in school. At least if you're like me. If you're like, whatever, I don't care. Like for right now, I have a really, really heavy workload. So I need that in my life. So yeah, that's just what works for me.
That's one of the benefits of on-campus work, because they can work around your schedule, and they usually give you the same schedule every week. I know the 2 places that I worked on campus, it was like you would work the same days every week, and there would be no change unless you asked for a change. Yeah.
So, Emily Barrio, do you think, or what do you think is the hardest transition from summer to school? Like, how did you deal with that transition? Because it's huge.
Well, I think this year with COVID, it was just crazy. I think really crazy from anyone transitioning to online college. I think it's just a really strange thing. So yeah, it was tough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was really hard. And for me specifically, I mean, we moved. We moved to a house together with our other roommate. And I also had a big transition at work as well that I'm not going to get into. But so it was a lot of life changes that kind of hit quick. But now that we're already in our, we have like a month in already.
Month in. Yeah, it's
gonna start to like create a schedule. You start to figure out what works. But it's definitely, I really don't think it's an easy change, especially with COVID. I mean, it's hard to talk on what school was like without COVID because we're in COVID. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're doing right now. So I feel like a lot of what I would say would be different if this never happened. Yeah, it was tough.
Totally.
It was a hard transition. And I've seen from other people as well. Sorry.
Did you just see that?
A car just ran over their grass.
Sorry.
We're so bad.
I know, sorry.
I know from other people that I've talked to, all my other friends, they had the same issue with the transition. So specifically with the online schooling, because it's the first anyone's ever done it, fully. So I think it was hard for everyone.
It sucks.
But just find a schedule that works for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Karn, why do you think it's important to prioritize school over work?
Like I said before, work is like a second to school. School is the one thing. For me, school is the one thing I need to do at the moment. I know that I need to pay for things, but I do have a little like extra from being unemployed and COVID with all that happening to support me right now. But yeah, that's basically why, due to mental health reasons.
Yes, absolutely. Fabulous.
One thing to like work towards.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you both organize your lives during the hardest time of the school year, exam time?
You want me to go?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go. You don't. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. Anyone who's listening, and if you're incoming freshman and you're not like looking forward to finals, you don't. I'm saying like everything stops. That's how you maintain it. Like you stop everything else that you're doing. You don't go to parties. You shouldn't even be partying right now. Don't even get me started.
Facts.
You don't party. You don't go out during exam week. You literally take the week before exams and just gather all your information and just don't cram, but like plan out your time like you need to study.
Yep.
You shouldn't have a social life during exam week. And if you do, you're not going to do well.
Yep.
You just stop and you get what needs to be done. Like you do what needs to be done. You try your hardest, you do your best, and you do your exam. Just don't fuck around during exam week and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree with that. I think you should really focus on it. But I don't know if anyone else will agree with me with this. This is just my opinion. I think people exaggerate how important exams are. Now you might be like,
oh yeah, sorry, we did talk about that.
You might be like, yeah, exams are the most important thing ever, but they're really not that important. Like they are, but they're not. Like a lot of times they're only a little bit more of a percentage than your other exams that you've already taken all year. Yeah. So if you're steady in your class and you do the average on your final that you do on your other exams, you're fine. You know what I mean? It only means a lot if you're already doing bad and then you bomb your exam, you're going to fail. But if you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
People are like, oh my God, like as a midterm, if I get a C, I'm going to die. Like, no, like,
okay, real talk.
Hold on. It's just not that important. Sorry, I'm going to lose my train of thought. But like, I just think what M. Karin said pretty much is just prioritize what you need to do. don't cram, because that's just, one, not healthy to stay up all night. At least I've never been the kind of person to do that. And I'm basing it off what classes I've had exams for. And I'm in social science, so it's not like I'm not like a STEM major, like I don't have to do all that kind of stuff. So I can't really speak for them and how important their exams are, because it might be totally different than what ours are like. But like she said, they give you that one day off to study. Whether you do or not is your business. But the week before, study periodically, take breaks, don't cram. You'll feel a lot better, and that's just how it is. Yeah.
Iconic. Carmen, were you gonna say something?
I forgot.
I knew.
Yeah, I agree with Emily. Like, just because we're not, I don't want to say this, but like, it depends on what professors you have and what your major is.
Too. Every class is different.
Every class is different. I'm an elementary ed major. We color. Like our exams are so different from STEM majors exams. They might have a class where it's just lecture, and then they have one exam and it's the final exam.
Yeah.
Like, that might be it. So
in my
it
experience,
all depends.
most of my classes, I've always had at least 4 exams that are the same exact percentage. You know, exam 1, midterm, exam 3, final. That's usually just how it is. So it's not anything for me that I've like gone crazy about, because you get used to taking those exams in the class and you know what to expect. But yeah, if it's like that where, you know, you only have them either just a final or just a midterm and a final, like it's a little, I guess it's a little more nerve-wracking. And some teachers don't give you homework. They don't give you assignments. They don't give you anything but the midterm. And if that's your only grade, then you should take it a little more seriously.
Yeah.
Because it means more.
What I would recommend to any incoming freshmen, just for exams, like, look, when you get your schedules and your syllabi, look at this schedule and see what it's like, because that's one of the biggest things I learned, that all professors are different. You might do one thing and not do it in the other class. You might not have assignments in one class. Just learn who is like teaching you.
Yeah.
And their
way.
Yeah, their way of teaching. That would help a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I know a lot of my like math classes that I've taken, usually how it goes is you just have a quiz like either every week or every other week, and then you just have exams, and those are your only three exams, the 2 like midterms, and then your final is like weighed more. I don't know, I hate that way. Like, I'd rather have homework and all that and then have that way into it as well. But yeah, what you guys said is very, very, very valid and very important.
A lot of the times when I look at my syllabus, my midterm is the same exact percentage as my other 2 exams. And my final, maybe 5% more.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not a huge difference. And I don't think people really pay attention to that. I think that just the word midterm scares people.
Or final.
But it really is just midway through the semester exam. It's not like, I don't know. I just feel like people over-exaggerate it. Which I might be downplaying it. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't care. But
that's why I like learn the schedule, because it might matter and then it might not.
Yeah.
Yes. Very accurate. Thank you for your answers. I love that. Okay, so this one's probably going to be a tough question for you to answer, but I want you to, you're ready. I want you to answer it truthfully and like you guys keep saying, no fucking sugarcoating. Okay. So what are the most stressful situations you guys have been in since college has started, and how did you deal with it?
I can go first.
Sure.
Well, I have like options to choose from. Like, this is like which one do I want to go with right now? But I think the most toughest situation I've had to deal with is losing like a friendship. Not naming names or anything in this episode.
Yeah, wink, wink, get ready.
Losing a friendship during COVID, during like transitioning to back home, not being at college, losing someone who was there for me, is still a pretty hard thing I'm dealing with. But I'm doing a lot better now.
Yay.
I found my real friends. I I've found, I don't know, how I'm dealing with it and how I dealt with it. If my mom's listening, thank you for all the drinks, Mom. Um, yeah, I've kind of, I don't even know. It's
Tough. No,
Things have happened.
It's really,
very hard.
yeah, how I dealt with it is finding my real friends, taking time to reflect on what happened and knowing what happened was for the best and looking forward to the future and knowing that the real people are in my life.
Yes.
And for me, you know, I think there's been lots of stressful situations. And, you know, I'm not going to put it all out there, but I think for anyone, I'll say my advice for anyone going through stressful things in college, like Em said, surround yourself with the people who are true to you. You know, you'll definitely find who they are in college. High school, forget about it, but you'll find out who your real friends are in college, and if they stick by you and who's real to you. And if you're really struggling, talk to someone, you know, professionally, or at least have friends that you can trust. And if the stress is starting to overcome you at school, ask teachers for extra help. You guys will be so surprised on how down to earth and understanding most professors are. They will literally like do anything for you most of the time. So if you just are honest with them that you're having a hard time, you're stressed about something, like they'll work with you. So yeah, I would just suggest if you're going through anything crazy, just support yourself, surround yourself as much as you can with, you know, healthy things, healthy living, self-care, stuff like that.
Yeah. You guys are like preaching to the choir over here. Like so accurate for both of those. I mean, to M. Karn's point, I watched it unfold and I'm very proud of you and everything you've overcome since then. And, you know, I did not have to go through a very similar situation, but I also have lost a friend recently. So I know that it's been hard because, I mean, especially going into school, you want to have like as many people as you can as a support system around you. So not having, you know, that one person that's been there the whole time is definitely very tough. And to Emily Barrio's point, it's like people wonder why I get so close to professors or my tutors and TAs. Like some people are like, why? Like that's so weird. And I'm like, but it's not, because I've had to ask for help every semester because I'm somebody that, you know, needs accommodations, but they won't give it to me. So it's very tough that people are like, oh, why do you get so close to professors? Because I see them and I talk to them about personal issues very often. So it's very helpful when I have the same professor for more than one semester, and it's happened multiple times, thank God, because they know that I need those accommodations, even when the university like will not give them to me.
Yeah, for sure. And I think people might not really understand that if you're not as open about it, because they might just see it as, oh, Jazz is trying to, I'm not going to swear what to use, but they're trying to be their little.
I know. Yeah.
Using it at school.
People used to do it in high school too.
I was going to say something else, but they're probably just
bitch.
They're just trying to be a teacher's pet, but they don't understand that like you might just need help or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It happened in high school too, all the time. So it's like you can't judge somebody that you don't know, or you don't try and get to know. Like if people try and get to know me, you realize like it's apparent. Like I say it all the time. Exams are like my biggest like worry. Like that's a huge reason why I got into the talent development program, because my SAT scores would not have gotten me in to the university by myself.
Yeah.
That's definitely something huge too. I mean, I took that thing like 4 times and I still sucked at it.
Me too.
I took it twice.
Ugh.
And my score was still terrible.
Sorry. Standardized testing. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, literally. Standardized testing can choke.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So the next one is, I mean, also kind of a hard question because we've all dealt with this before, and I know it's a lot of students deal with this as well. But what advice would you give to someone with anxiety who wants to balance school and work? Because as much as people like, I know some people have to work, like they have to work, and it's like, I know it's like it's different with everyone, but I know like some of my like TD friends, especially like they would prioritize work over school because of their personal reasons. And
Yeah.
it's like throwing anxiety into the mix is so hard.
Yeah, for sure. I
Um,
think, do you want to go? I think, like you said, sometimes they have to prioritize work over school, even though it should be the other way, just because of their situation. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I think that anyone with anxiety, kind of like what we were saying before, just try and surround yourself with, people that care about you, people that you trust. And if you need help, if you need professional help, get a therapist. All universities should
Yeah.
be able to provide a therapist, psychologist, or psychiatrist, whatever it is for you. So don't be embarrassed to get help. College is a really, really stressful thing. And most people, if you ask them, most college students will say they have or have had anxiety at some point. So I would just pretty much say what we've been talking about the whole time is just try and be positive, don't stress, surround yourself with positive things and whatnot.
So for me, because I personally deal with anxiety, I talked to my bosses. I told them my situation, like from like heart, it was like heart to heart conversations about it, and knowing like she gave me advice of what I could do at work if I knew I was going to have an anxiety attack. And just if you if you 100% need to work, if it's your only way getting through college, definitely be like on a level with your boss, so you guys are at a comfortable level where if you need to take a 10-minute break in the bathroom, to calm yourself down, get your cahoots back in the bag. I understand. I don't know why that came out of my mouth, but
yeah, and I think,
Yeah.
not to interrupt you or anything.
No,
but,
go ahead.
kind of like what I was saying earlier about needing to create a strict schedule. I think that helps anxiety a lot, at least for me. Not having to have that thought in the back of your mind of what is my next week going to be like. At least if you're able to, and some people can't. Some places don't do this. Some places they won't work with you. Just luckily for me, they do, and just try to get the same schedule every week because your classes are the same. Try to get your work the same, so then every week is the same. For the most part, obviously. I think that would help a lot with anxiety if you have to work. But I definitely don't recommend working in college for everyone. Definitely not.
Definitely not. I totally agree, and it's very important to keep school your number one under mental health. Yes.
Yeah.
So the last question, what is your advice to incoming freshmen?
Okay, so I was gonna say still relates to work, so I'm just gonna go on that side. For incoming freshmen, first semester, with my experience, I definitely do not recommend working your first semester. And I know most people are going to say, but I have to. And that was me. And that's why I worked my first semester. I quit my job and got a job on campus, which was, more convenient. But I was working every single day because they fit you in through your, that you give them your schedule and they fit you in between classes and stuff like that. So I was working every day, first semester, freshman year. And it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. It really was just overload. It was crazy. And the job itself was just awful. I'm not going to say what it was, but it was just a pretty bad job generally. But I definitely think it was very overwhelming. And obviously everyone can handle different amounts of pressure. But I think if you're financially able to not work first semester, I would suggest trying not to. Because it was a lot. The transition is already big enough, especially if you're moving on campus. It might be different for commuters. I was on campus, so that's kind of my point of view. But I would recommend that if you're moving on campus, the transition is already a huge transition. And starting a new job on top of that, it's going to be a lot. And if you have to do that, just take time to find a job that you think you'll enjoy, and try and find hours that work for you. But if you cannot work, I would suggest not to. And then if you feel like you can handle it next semester, go for it.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is just from someone who needed to work that first semester. But now that I'm okay, I definitely would say if you feel like you can't work because you have too much schoolwork, your mental health isn't great, and you don't have to work, don't.
Mhm.
Which I know not a lot of people are in that boat, but if you are, that's what I suggest. That's what I suggest. 'Cause it's just
Definitely.
a lot. And academic wise, just remember it's a big transition. Everyone's going through it, but everyone's looking for friends. People will just walk up to you on campus and say, "Hey, you're cool. Let's be friends." They will come up to you in the dining hall. Like, don't stress about it. It's going to be a great experience. You just have to put yourself out there. And obviously with COVID, this is all different because you might not be seeing people, you might not be interacting with people, but just be ready, especially if you're going into it with COVID, say COVID's still happening this time next year. Still, you can always still try and find friends, and just be ready that it might be a little different your first year compared to the years after, if you're still dealing with COVID by then. Hope not, but if we are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just babbling at this point, so I'm fine.
Okay, my advice to next year's incoming freshmen, if COVID's still going on, don't come to camp. Like, don't be a freshman. Just take a gap.
Don't be a freshman.
Don't be a freshman.
No, like take a gap year.
Yeah.
There's no point. Like, there's
It's tough.
absolutely no point. Like, I don't understand. Like, we shouldn't even gone back. I don't. Anyways, but if you do have to, like, go to campus and be a freshman, I guess, make friends, make really good friends. I don't know. The one thing I would do as a freshman is don't overstress about everything. If I was a
Yeah.
freshman again, don't overstress anything.
Mhm.
You're a freshman. Like, calm down.
Wish I could have told that to me when I was a freshman.
Yeah, like, you're gonna be okay.
I stressed the most when I was a freshman, when
Me
we had the
too.
least amount of work.
Me too. Just calm down. You're gonna get through it. That's it.
Just have fun.
Frat parties.
No, Jasmine just took a shot
What?
at me. Just have fun. Like, no, she knows.
Insert clip here. Just kidding.
No. I swear to God,
I would not. I would not.
that goes to the grave.
I promise. I still have a video of it though.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have anything else you want to say before we end?
Fuck Trump. Settle for Biden.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
High school, but
yeah.
always put your mental health first.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't talk about my planner. I want.
Oh, let's hear it.
I make that sound like it's like this whole big thing. No, I was just gonna talk about
Use a plan.
telling people how I prioritize my schoolwork, like
Yeah.
how I organize it with like levels of importance and stuff like that.
Okay.
Without like going on my whole spiel. Like I said like a billion times, I'm a very scheduled person and I need to be scheduled. So what I do every week is I'll like, first of all, if you don't have a planner,
Get one.
I don't know
This
how
ain't
you,
high school.
I don't know how you survive, but because I know some people that don't, and it makes me like, what? Anyways, every week I write all my due dates for that week. Usually I submit like 10 things, whether it's 2 to 5 page papers or
Mhm.
assignments or whatever the case may be. I feel like I submit probably around that amount every week.
Nice.
So I'll write all the due dates, and then I'll look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, and I'll usually prioritize the things that are due first.
Mhm.
So I'll write everything down every day. And I know that might be like overkill for some people, but I write it every day so I don't forget to do it. And if I do it, I just cross it off. So I'll number them. Like, for example, like if I have something due on Wednesday and it's Monday and I don't have anything due before then, that thing will be first. So I'll put that like number 1 on my list.
Gotcha.
And say, for example, I have something due Thursday. I'm not even going to write it for Monday because I know I'm not going to get to it, but it'll be first on my list for Tuesday or Wednesday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I physically like number things with either levels of importance or just when they're due. So like it'll just go to the bottom of the list if I know I can do it later, or the top of the list if I didn't get to it that day. and I write it every single day so I don't forget it. And that's just how I am. I know some people aren't that crazy about it. And then I always check it off or cross it off once I get it done, just so I don't forget anything. And of course, always look ahead in your syllabus, because you don't get reminded of most things, and things just come up. So
Yep.
you have to look ahead so you can write it down. But that's just how I do things.
Yes.
I'm very structured, so. But
Love
if
it.
someone needs that, like if someone like is struggling with keeping organized, I definitely would suggest writing their assignments down multiple times during the week so you don't forget to do it, and prioritize what's the most important. And I need that with work too, because work takes out a lot of my week. So I need to find what's the most important thing to do for that day.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Giving your advice to the world.
Oh yeah. And they have romance.
Oh my god.
So we are trying out a new segment. I'm so excited for you guys to do it first.
Sorry.
And would you like to tell everyone what it's called?
And they were roommates. It sounded so weird.
So we're gonna see who is who and who. Yeah, you're gonna see. Okay, ready?
Okay, let's go for it.
Who's louder?
Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
Who's messier?
Probably
Me.
you or Hannah.
Yeah.
Hannah's our other roommate.
Yeah.
None of us are messy at all.
Yeah.
But I'm just very neat. So compared to
Me and Karn. Yeah.
Who drinks the most coffee?
Emily.
probably, yeah.
I mean, we all do, but like
I probably
it's
drink as
mostly yeah.
Who has the better taste in music?
Me.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's like a difference of opinion. Like
yeah.
it's like
Because I don't prefer the kind of music she listens to, but she doesn't prefer what I
Yeah.
listen to,
That's true.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's a no question. That's a no answer.
Who is the most basic?
Oh,
me.
what does that even mean?
I'm
Oh,
fine.
Well,
Who's more basic?
We're all unique.
yeah, we're like very special.
I don't know.
Okay, who has the best style?
Me. Sorry. That's my opinion.
I would say so, yeah.
That's my opinion.
So that one goes
like,
to Karn.
Yeah, I would say I'm.
Like I wear like skirts and
I know. Whenever she wears skirts and stuff, I'm always like so jealous.
like just because I love like expressing sometimes. Just sometimes.
Just sometimes, though. Perfect. Who spends the most money?
That's a hard one.
Yeah,
Hannah.
Hannah.
On skincare.
Yeah, and skincare. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I feel like we all kind of splurge on
I
certain
mean,
things.
I've only had one thing delivered to the house, and they've had like 3 to 5 packages each.
Okay.
Each.
I would say me or Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's more emotional?
Karin.
Me. I cry like every week. Or like 3 times a week.
Oh, that's the planner. Gotta put it in the planner.
To cry.
Okay. Who could fight someone? I already know this answer.
Well, right now I could, but Emily more.
Yeah, I think.
Emily's more likely to fight someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I was low-key ready to like kill someone at our door last night.
Why?
Someone was breaking in last night.
Yeah, and Emily was ready to record, and I was ready to like attack them.
Well, I didn't hear the noise, so I wasn't impressed about it, but she was freaking out.
Yeah, pressed. I love that. I used to be so scared in high school that Emily Berry was just gonna try and fight me.
Oh my god, that was always, for people that don't know me and Jasmine's relationship, she was always scared that I was gonna fight her. It has not happened to this day. Like she always thought that I was just gonna punch her.
Yeah, just
Don't know why. Like I'm not that intimidating. I'm 5'1". Like
Yeah.
yeah, but you're strong.
I know, but like still.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Okay. Who catches feelings quicker?
I don't know.
I mean, Hannah's the only one with a boyfriend right now. so- I mean, we both love Timothy Chalamet. So.
We both love Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my God, perfect. Okay.
I don't know. I think I don't. You know what? No, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna expose.
Who's most likely to break someone's heart?
These are hard
No
questions.
answer.
Questions, but
Heartbroken.
That's
so.
true. That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Well, now I'm a bad bitch. I don't
we
get it.
we've moved on.
iconic. Who's most likely to get pregnant after a one night stand?
Yeah.
Because she has a
don't know.
boyfriend. She has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Don't say that. She's gonna be like, what the fuck?
No, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it like that. No one, because we're all like responsible.
Yeah, we're all responsible.
Iconic. Who will have kids first?
Me. I want
Or
kids.
Hannah,
Or
or
Hannah. Oh yeah.
And she's a boyfriend. But Em loves kids.
I love kids.
And I
don't.
Yeah. Perfect. Who's the alcoholic?
am.
Me. Sorry.
No hesitation.
Me.
Drink socially.
Same trip. You've never come back the same when you were 15. Oh yeah, if you guys listen to our second episode with D'Souza and we were shouting out M. Carn, that's her
Yeah.
over
Came
there.
back to Spain a new person.
Yeah, you did.
I literally was like, give me alcohol. Sorry.
And how much have you enjoyed being roommates?
We love it.
Yeah, there's no problems yet.
Not yet.
We
We bicker sometimes.
yeah, last night I said, what did I say? I was like, I have beef with you.
Oh, she thought I was the one to wake her up in the middle of the night, and she blamed me, but it was Hannah.
I was like, I have beef with you. But it wasn't
no,
like
no. We're
no,
fine,
it
we're
was,
fine.
yeah, it was fine.
We all get along very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a healthy, positive environment.
Yeah.
I know, I just love going over. It's so weird because you have your own place.
I know. It is weird.
It's nice.
Oh, well, yay. That's the end of the questions, but thank you so much for playing. That was hilarious. You guys are
I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. I know I learned a lot today as well. And I know it was kind of on the longer side, but I definitely feel like everything that they said, as well as what I had to say, was super valid and was very helpful and will be helpful to you all at the end of the day. And as usual, if you want to follow us on our podcast journey, all the social medias are at The Adult Algorithm. You can check out our link tree in our Instagram bio with everything I mentioned in the intro. And yes, what an amazing episode. Again, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time to help you grow into your potential. This is Jasmine with The Adult Algorithm, signing off. Bye. Oh my god, why do I look weird? Bye, YouTube.